Hello and welcome. I'm NJ Yosh, and we are back in the last plague, Blight. So last episode, we built our bloomery and our hearth forge to start getting ready for some iron. Our next step is to build a steel pickaxe. I think for that, we're just going to go back to the cave here. We know there's iron there. I hadn't noticed any other iron around, at least that I remember, when we were looking for our location. So I think we're going to go back to the cave here. Before we do that, believe I want to. I think I want to try to get the larger backpack. I don't know if that was in here. No, that may have just been in crafting menu on our shelves. Because we want to make sure to make this as good a trip as possible. So I think we want this larger backpack, which we need 6 leather and 10 rope. 10 rope's not a problem. The 6 leather, I don't think I have 6. I have 3 right now. What do I have drying over here? Treated rabbit hide. I've got nothing in there. All right. So I think that's going to be our goal initially. We're kind of limited by how fast things tan on the tanning frame. I don't think we have any way of controlling that. Oh, we do have a rabbit in here. So let's take care of that. Put that over there. All right, and let's harvest this. Oh, I don't have my knife. Let's grab my knife and actually grab my hatchet also. Because right now the hatchet is the only really actually effective weapon to defend. The throwing spear, there's no way that I've seen to use it in melee, and once you've thrown it, you don't have it. So, so we're kind of stuck with the hatchet at the moment. And we'll gather the bones too. All right. So we can throw this right in there. That is not effective. Okay. So we're either too short on water or too short on salt or both. So let's pour some water in there. Let's try filling it up a little bit more. I'm not sure where we're at on that. Alright. Saying too much salt still, so let's add some more water. Try to get this to where it's saying not enough salt. More salt needed. Okay. So that's going to be as effective as I'm prepared to make the effort to make it. Put this back on here. Throw the bones in. Let's see. We do want to light this. Okay, we need some firewood. We are going to have to cut more firewood before long. Alright, get that lit. Get that boiling. I really don't want to bother with the intestines. I could turn this into sausage, but honestly, I can't really be bothered right now. Alright, so let's throw these in there. We'll throw that in there. These are used for insect repellent. Alright, I'll throw those back in there. Organize that a little bit. That's about full. Let's see, this is chamomile, so that's, I don't really need that at the moment. So, while we're waiting for the leather to tan, 89%, 30, okay, so that's not going to take too long. While we're waiting for that to tan, let's chop some trees up. Do I have any logs laying around here? I don't think I do. Alright, so let's take a big one. You always want to make sure you have some firewood around, some logs around to turn into firewood, because it takes a long time. It takes a lot of effort to chop the tree down. So if you suddenly find yourself low on water or low on food or something, and don't have any already made up, and your fire's not lit, it can go badly pretty quickly. I mean, you can drink the water without boiling it, and just, take the hit on the blight, but it's better to not have to worry about that. I really need this water to cook before I eat much more, because these make you thirsty. The pine nuts do make you thirsty, but that's okay. We'll just drink all of that, and then we can eat more of our pine nuts. And boil more water. And while that's boiling, we will eat more of our pine nuts. I could cook up this rabbit. I don't have any more salt. Oh, you know what I want to do is make a torch. Stick and 2 rope. Oops. So I'm going to need that for... I'm going to want that for when I go back to the cave for iron. Alright, do I go find some dandelions, or do I finish cutting this tree down first? I think we keep working on this tree first. I might want to grab some dandelions, make some salt, and cook that rabbit into the tasty rabbit. 'Cause I do have garlic. And I should only need a couple, maybe 2 or 3 at the most, I think, of the dandelion. And there should be some up here still. I have to walk to let my stamina recharge, but I do move pretty slow while walking, so it does get a little tedious. That's a coyote. That's 2 coyotes. Let's try to avoid them. I don't really need... Although I could use their fur, or their hides. Well, we're not going to worry about that right this second, but it is something to think about. So for now, I just want to find a dandelion. There's one. Do I think one's going to be enough? I'd rather have at least two. Might as well grab this chamomile while I see it. Yeah, there's a patch of dandelions. Okay. That will be plenty. So we're going to drink the water we just made. We're going to cook the dandelions into salt. And then we'll cook that rabbit up. Hopefully by then our hide will have tanned. And unfortunately, I think that's only going to give us... that's a rabbit hide. That may only give us one. Two at the most, I think. I think it's very unlikely that I'm going to get 3 out of that. So we're still going to be waiting on... Yeah, that's... Yeah, 2. Okay. So we're still going to be short. One piece? Yeah, 1 piece of leather to make the large backpack. So maybe we won't wait. Maybe we'll make a trip without the large backpack. Excuse me. Oh, I was not thirsty enough to finish that. Okay, I can fix that. Let's eat all of our pine nuts, I guess. We'll just have to do some more pine cone collecting. There's still a little bit in there. All right. I'm going to empty it. I really could. I could have taken it off to cook the dandelions. That was dumb. Could have taken it off and just put one of the bowls back on. All right. Anyway, so what do I need if I'm going to go... to get that firewood? Is this the tree I was chopping? No, it's this one over here. I want my food and water to be full before I leave, which I'm just about there. I need my pickaxe. I need my hatchet to defend myself if I run into some coyotes, and a knife to cut up the coyotes. If I do, I don't think I'm going to bring any food or water. I think I'm going to leave everything else here. I will need the torch, and I'm going to need a fire pit to light the torch, because you light the torches off the fire pits. But I don't necessarily need to bring the stone with me. I can pick it up when I'm there. So let's stockpile these. There's that. There it is. Oh. I haven't built this yet. Did I run short on... I must have run short on leaves or something at some point. And never got another one. Alright, well. That's good. That's taken care of now. Empty that. Where are my sticks? What else do I have on me? Oh, I had more dandelions. Oops. That's okay. Small stone. I've got extra flint on me. I will need one to light. need for garlic? Okay. So those in there. I don't need these sandstone chunks. I don't need mushrooms. I'll hang on to the piece of flint. I'll hang on to the spear. I can always just ditch it when I get there. Don't I have twigs? I thought I had twigs. Alright. Okay, so is that ready to go? Treated, yeah, okay. Might as well let that start tanning. We don't have a lot of firewood there, but we do have firewood. We have a tree down and logs ready to go. So we're going to top off this. Oops. Don't want to place it, want to fill it. Boil that. And we're going to eat that. And I think we've got everything now. Yeah. All right. So let's head out to that cave and get some iron. So this trip we don't have the big backpack. Next time we have to make a trip, we will, because the iron ore pieces I think are 2x2. They're 4 slots in your inventory, so that fills up very quickly. So we'll be going sort of past some other rocky outcropping, so we will keep our eyes open. We're going to grab a couple of pine cones, because we're going to need at least 3 pine cones. I should have grabbed some leaves. Well, I'm going to chop a tree when I get there anyway, so I have some firewood for the fire pit that I need to build. So I'll get leaves from that. Don't want to deal with the coyotes right now. As much as I may need their hides, I don't want to carry them in my inventory right now. The other advantage of cooking up that rabbit into the flavorful rabbit is that stamina boost. That's going to help me run to get there and hopefully last long enough to help me mine. I believe I had checked all these faces pretty good when we were looking for a cave that had water in it, because the first one we found did not, surprisingly. I don't recall seeing any other iron. Iron can appear on the surface, but it seems like mostly it's in caves. Now, I don't know how long this pickaxe is going to last. Ooh, let's find a safer way down, maybe? Or maybe not. Just fall off the cliff. Alright. Here is our cave. So we need 10 small stones. There's probably more inside the cave too, but... was that 8, I think? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Let's not make this difficult. There we go. All right. So that's the stones for the fire pit. We will need a tree. Let's cut down one of these smaller ones. Pick up a couple of these branches. Place our fire pit right by the entrance. We might as well strip the pine nuts out of these. If they're in the way, we can drop them later. And probably should chop this up and put some actual firewood on it. That may not be necessary. I really only need to last long enough to light my torch. But this is a small tree, so it chops quickly. So we'll just do it. Don't derp out. Thank you. All right. So that on there. And we're going to light that. And we are going to ignite item on our torch. And now we're going to go into the cave. Now, when we're in here, we get the little tooltips. So we're just going to come in here, going to grab the loose ore that we see first. And I do want to just check down these passageways so I know. So I know I have located all of the iron. Yeah, see, that takes up a lot of space. We're going to go ahead and drop these now. All right, let's go on and mine this. I guess you drop your torch on the ground when you go to a two-handed, the pickaxe, which is two-handed. And as you can see, this is very slow. It doesn't seem to use stamina quite as fast as chopping a tree, I don't think. Maybe. Hard to tell. I should be able to get through this whole cycle of this rock. I think it breaks in multiple stages. And I guess my buff from my rabbit is gone. Yeah, okay. So let's pick up the ore that we got. Those are just stones. And we'll start breaking it again. Now, I could have also, maybe it would have been smarter, could have also set up the fire pit in here, which would have given me light here, especially since there are 4 iron ore right here. And I wouldn't have needed to light the torch yet, but that's okay. So we're going to keep breaking this. It's going to take a couple of these to fill up my inventory. I do want to grab as much iron as I can. Even if it means leaving that piece of flint and the pine nuts here, which it will because this is an even-sized grid. So unless my pickaxe breaks first, which I think it has lost 2% condition, I want to try to absolutely fill my backpack. Now, interestingly, that seems to be giving the light visually, but not mechanically, because when I was holding that, these were all showing up when I had the tooltips on. But now, yeah, see, as soon as I pick that up, they all highlight. But when it's on the floor, they didn't. So I guess there's really not a benefit to having it lit while I'm mining, other than I'm going to have to run back out front to relight it. But yeah, I don't, that, if it's giving the light visually, it should, at least for that area, give me the names of, you know, the tooltips of the things around me, I think. But stamina's low. Maybe I should have saved the rabbit for right before I started mining to give that boost to stamina. So this is slow. I may not get all the way through it because I think it's slowing down too as the durability drops. It's doing 10 mining damage right now. I don't know what it was doing before. It's getting very slow. Let's go back up front and relight the torch while our stamina recharges. Maybe walk down one of these other hallways and see if there's any loose iron ore. There should be. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember if there, how much was down this way. Doesn't look like any down here. No. Nope. Alright. Back to mining. This is slow. I may not fill the backpack. Yeah. So this is very slow. So I think I'm just going to keep going until it's down to 3% condition. I'm just going to keep going until this either breaks or I've mined it all. I think it's going to break first. And then we'll pick back up then. So something I kind of had forgotten until just now. There's a way you can improve your stamina regen. So if you hit P for player actions, you can lie down, which goes into the sleep now screen. I don't have a fire nearby and all that. So, and you also get less energy recover if you're laying on the ground instead of a backpack. But it does refill your stamina much quicker. So that's something good to remember if you're doing a lot of mining or a lot of cutting, where you end up waiting for your stamina to recover. We're also down to 0 condition on this, but I'm still using it. So, not sure how that works. Still doing 10 mining damage. I have a feeling it had started at slightly higher than that because I feel like I'm not getting as far through before running out of stamina. But we're gonna kind of just keep cheesing this a little bit. Sunrise, so about 3 hours before nightfall. So that's kind of good to know. And we're just gonna keep hammering away, I guess. I'm getting a weight. I'm carrying a lot of weight. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. I'm carrying enough ore now that it's affecting my stamina. And I also move slower. It is possible I'm going to have to give up on this before filling my inventory. We have let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Can we get one more? Oh, that interrupts you. Let's try to get one more. So this would be another reason to build that fire near here. I could actually sleep through the night if I needed to. Like if I come out late enough in the day that I didn't think I was going to be able to make it back before nightfall, that would give me the opportunity to just sleep through the night. I lose a little bit of benefit because I'm just laying on the ground, not on a bedroll. But it's probably better than trying to run back in, in the darkness where bear or wolves or something are going to kill me. refill my stamina one more time. Then I should be able to finish this chunk of the mining. I did fully break that first piece. It was still, I think, just one ore and then maybe some extra rock. All right. That's going to do it. That's going to be enough. Because it's taking too long to do more. So grab this torch. We are going to actually... we're going to extinguish that torch. Because I don't really need it. I don't think I can put out the fire. No. That's right. And we're going to head back. Yeah, I do feel like I'm moving a bit slower. Not a whole lot. But that's all right. Hopefully this will be enough iron to... Well, this should definitely be enough iron to make the steel pickaxe. Hopefully it's enough iron to ideally make a hammer. That'd be great. Or possibly a better weapon. So I'm going to need to have a better weapon before I think about heading to the swamp. I still need to turn further left. West. Alright. Let's also switch that to the hatchet in case I run across a coyote and forget to switch it. So we'll go back. We will get what we need to start processing this iron. Now, I seem to recall it being a little... They don't really tell you too much about how to go about processing it. And I don't necessarily remember too well. Oh man, am I going to have to... Is it going to be faster to lie down and recover my stamina to travel? It might be. Because I'm moving really slow, walking, and my stamina recovery seems so low right now. I still have a ways to go. So I know I need the charcoal. So you have to heat up the ore. Then I think you have to hammer the ore out on an anvil or a stump. So I want to make sure I have enough small stones in my inventory to do that. And I think that gives you raw iron, which then I think you heat in the hearth furnace to process into steel. And then I think you hammer the steel into the shape you want. I think. I recall that there were like 2 heating stages. But we'll figure it out. Almost back to the lake. Oh man, yeah, that recovery is slow. Sunrise 10 hours, so I think it's an 8-hour night. If that's what it seems like. So I still have 2 hours of daylight. So we should be able to get a little bit of steel. Maybe not. Maybe... Let's see. It's 40 minutes in. We may not. We may just end here and process the steel next time. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll start out next episode processing all this iron ore into steel, and yeah, we'll do that then. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am going to be trying to release one of these a day for the next couple of days. We'll see if I can keep up. But I appreciate you watching. Feel free to leave a comment, and I will be going back and reading all the comments if they show up. So we will see you next time.